Hey, good morning, guys. As you all know, I'm a dream interpreter, and I wanted to share this because I feel like we've got some important things coming up as a society. Now, I will never get on here and tell you to go out and buy 40 gallons of water and do all the things because technically I've been prepping for doomsday my entire life. I had a dream last night, though, where myself and a group of women were on the side of a highway, and there were some men. They were standing behind us as if to like guard us and keep us safe or whatever. And I want to preface by saying this dream is for anyone who identifies as a woman. Anyone. There was a group of people across the highway from us. This highway was in a rural part of somewhere. There was corn. Now, when I say that, don't immediately think, oh, that was my state, no, because there are cornfields here in East Tennessee as well. So I don't know if we were here in East Tennessee or if we were somewhere else. All I know is that there were cornfields, there were some hills and valleys, and maybe some mountains in the distance. Details are important. Please bear with me. Anyway, the group of women I was with, we were well, relatively silent. We were talking amongst ourselves, but we were silent. The group across the street, however, they were predominantly men, but there were some women, the type of women that support the patriarchy. They continually vote against their own interests. They are just going to be part of the patriarchy regardless because that's more comfortable for them, I guess. I'm not trying to judge them. I'm not trying to berate them in the way they did us in the dream. Anyway, the women and the men over there were spitting obscenities at us. They were calling us all kinds of names and all the things. Our men that were standing behind us were just standing stoically there. Anyway, we were sitting there, and all of a sudden I was just like, fuck this shit. So I say, back to the people over there, I say, we won't go. I start chanting that. And then in my mind, I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not what I need to be saying. So, right as I was about to say, we are tired, this lady in my group was like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. We just need to be peaceful. We just need to be peaceful. It's okay. We just need to be peaceful. I said, no, fuck that shit. The time for silence is done. The time for peaceful protest is done. When are you all going to wake up? We have got to make our voices heard. There were some women in the group starting to nod their heads. So I turned back to the other group and I started to chant again, we are tired. And as I started to chant that, other women behind me were joining in, and then we were marching to this building. And when we would get into this building, it's like a high school gymnasium, and we're there, and there's this police force there, but they are obviously sided with the opposing protesters. They obviously are in support of the patriarchy. There are no women police officers, okay? We don't have anybody who is even armed, but these people are in complete riot gear, armed and all. So they're trying to come up against us and intimidate us, but we are still steady chanting, and then I woke up. I think the reason is because all of the other little things in there were not necessarily as important. Yes, we were holding signs. No, I could not see them, or I could see the signs, but I could not see what they said. But I think the most important thing was the message. So, ladies, and those of you who identify as ladies, listen to me when I tell you the time for silence is over. It's over. Make your voice heard. Okay? Ever how that looks to you, make your voice heard. On an individual level, people start to speak over you and you're speaking a truth. Speak the truth. Continue to speak it whether they like it or not. If people wanted to be talked about better, they would be better. If speaking your truth means that somebody's feelings are going to be hurt, did they care about hurting your feelings while they were speaking theirs? I can assure you they did not. Did they care about your feelings while they were abusing you or using you or being less than human towards you in any other way? No. So continue to speak your truth because the time for silence is over. And I don't know why it's particularly about women and those who identify as women. I just know that the divine feminine has really been on me lately. So, yeah. Silence. The silent time is over. Leave me a dinosaur in the comments if you made it this far. I love you, and I hope that you all stay witchy. We got some big fish to fry, and it's time that we get frying.